And here we see we got JF spawning at, what's that, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10:30, and we got DinOt spawning at 3 o'clock in a nice shade of cyan. I hate it when my opponent spawns a cyan, because when you see them on the map you think, ah, crap, it's a Kakaru, but, or, oh no, you think, oh no, it's a drop, or some kind of unit, but it's a Kakaru instead, or vice versa, and it gets kind of annoying, so it's usually a good idea to switch player colors at that stage.
Yeah, interesting. I've never had problems with that, but now you bring it up, maybe. Maybe if I just switch player colors, I'd become a very good player. But we're going to see if JF decides to play standard this time. Like you said, I think he should play standard. I think his standard game is very strong, and on this map, certainly, it is very conducive for him to go for that Forge Fast Expand, and then play it on from there. It looks like this time he is going to move that probe out, most likely place the pylon correctly at his natural expansion. And, you know, this is a map where the Zerg can get punished for overexpanding. It's very wide open in the middle, and, you know, one of the greatest games in history, well, not the greatest games in history, but one of the most surprising games, I guess, was Bisu versus Savior. Game 1 of the MSL Finals a few years ago. It was on Longinus, and, you know, Bisu unveiled the Bisu build on this very map.
Yeah, well, he certainly tailored that to Saviour's style really well, and we might see that today. I doubt it. I expect him to JF to play a little more
Reavers.
A little more, maybe Reavers, maybe some stupid.
Yeah, maybe.
Again. Or even going back to the traditional 5-gate Zealot mass, which was kind of popular before Bisu came out and revolutionized everything. I mean, I still like JF's chances on this map, although he will have to play almost perfectly to beat DinOt. I mean, he's playing so good. I mean,
yeah.
Words cannot describe how good he's playing right now. I mean, if we were to hold TSL tomorrow, which we're not, don't get excited about it. I mean, DinOt would be, you know, semi-finalist with ease if he's playing this well.
Yeah, I mean, this, you know, he definitely looks quite good. He's going to go once again for the overpool into expansion, and most likely going to go for another expansion early on. Once he sees that we're going to see a standard build from Jianfei, none of that one-base business. And I really hope that Jianfei doesn't decide to go Dragoon Reaver again, because he is badly 0-2 with Dragoon Reaver. Just not a good build for him, I think.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, Dragoon Reaver, cut it, it's not working. Hopefully we don't see that later on either if we get there. Anyway, I mean, the question is going to be, is DinOt going to take, or where is he going to take his third base? Is he going to take the middle only, or is he going to go be a little more ambitious and take the double gas? And at the same time, the question is JF. Is JF going to be able to get that double gas online? Because if he can get the double gas online and reasonably secured, the Protoss has got a very, very strong advantage. I mean, when you've got 4 gas running, you can pump out Archons like nobody's business, and you can destroy pretty much anything the Zerg can send out of you. Especially if you make sure
Jianfei only has one cannon. Jianfei
thing.
only has one cannon right now, and looks like DinOt knows it's there. He's going to go for the Zergling run by, it seems, but only gets one Zergling through. Oh wow, he could even try to kill the cannon, I guess, but no. I mean, it was also Jianfei had great. Yeah, well, Jianfei had great
but that
building.
Probe got. Yeah, the building layout is great as well. I mean, he managed to get his probe just in the way of that Ling and delay it long enough to get hit by the cannon. I mean, one Ling isn't going to be doing too much harass.
No.
It'll give away all the information, but harass-wise, it's pretty useless. However, if he'd managed to get a second Ling, it would have done a lot better. Yeah. It paid for itself. Good on him. And anyway, DinOt just decided to take a natural expansion. And I don't know if that's going to be the best choice for him, because it does leave him quite open to harass, but at least he's not taking the double gas at the top of the map, which would leave him even more prone to harass from shuttles or coursers even.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Jianfei, since he likes going for Reavers, of course, gets shuttles very, very quickly and very profusely in this matchup. So, you know, there's always a possibility, the danger of drops coming from him. And meanwhile, we're seeing a relatively fast lair now, 3-hatch lair this time for DinOt. So I'm going to expect this time that he's going to go for the lurkers. That's going to be my call, because that's what he's been doing. He hasn't been going for the super early spire that we've been seeing the Koreans do, but he's instead been going for a Hydralisk den. Well, actually not for lurkers. He's been going for a den when lair is about halfway done, and then deciding what to do afterwards, I guess. But you're right about him expanding at the lower left and how that might be difficult for him to hold, because it's very, very far apart, you know. This could be a very good target for DT harass or drops.
I mean, the thing is, the fact that he's taken that is telling me that he's going to be going for maybe, you know, a sunk spore lurk defense and build up from there and go hive and tech from there. I mean, JF has got a Zealot on the main now. He's been able to scout out. He's not been able to get any real hits on the drone, so I think he managed to get one hit in there. But still, oh, he managed to get one drone down and
drone down, yeah.
He manages to get the lair up, and he's building the Hydralisk Den at the natural with a couple lings and the choke point there to stop the Zealot being able to see the tech. I mean, that's as good as you can get it, really, with that Zealot doing so much harass.
And
we're
seeing
he only gets one kill.
We're seeing an early Citadel here and +1 attack for the Forge. So now that Jianfei scouted that there's most likely not going to be a Mutalisk build, I think he's going to go just basically a Zealot leg push here. Like you're saying, 5 gate Zealots is very highly possible here. Putting down second gate, there's the third gate. Quattro coming up pretty soon. No, well, he's going to get 4 and 5 most likely. There's 4, and yeah, he's going to go for the +1 speedbot attack. You know, Jianfei, you know, certainly could do a lot of damage to that lower left. And it's going to be about what's researching at the Hydralisk Den. We're seeing lurkers being researched at the Hydralisk Den, so that is actually going to be very, very good for DinOt, especially if he can get some lurkers at the lower left and at his natural. He'll be fine against this.
Oh, definitely. But the thing is, this build that JF is using is the precursor to the Bisu build. Before Bisu came along and used his magical CRTT build, this was the build that all the Protosses used. They used the 5-gate Zealot, and they always went to pressure the third, and usually aim to kill it. And sometimes they manage to do, and if they can kill it, that's it. Game over right there.
Yeah.
Still, with lurkers on the way, he should be able to defend the third base. However, I am worried about his main base, because it's unlikely he'll put any lurkers in his main, because that's rather silly. So he could attempt a run-by at the natural, run in and take out a whole number of probes, and even snipe the spawning pool. But the fact that his Hydralisk Den is at the natural, that's going to save him a little bit if that does actually happen.
Yeah, that's interesting. You got a good point. There's a lot of options for Jianfei, and he needs to, of course, do critical damage. He needs to do a good amount of damage here. Alright, there comes legs and the +1, almost instantaneously, in fact, and now we're going to see the push out here from Jianfei. Jianfei pumping out of 4 gates here, pumping straight speed lots. He doesn't need gas. Who needs gas? This is the very fast Zealot rush, and going right for the main, actually. The main has a lot of sunken colonies going up, though, and, you know, 4 sunkens versus 8 Zealots and a Hydra's behind there. It looks like he is going to go for the run-by, though. Like you said, this run-by could be absolutely brilliant. 1 lurker, though, in the main base, and this lurker could make the difference here. Lurker goes down, but Jianfei is going to go micro those Zealots around and probably kill a lot of drones, too. And maybe that spawning pool, like you said.
I'm surprised that DinOt didn't run those drones earlier. He lost 3 unnecessary drones there. He could have saved at least 2 of those. Anyway, he's going to be able to snipe that spawning pool tech. That's going to put DinOt more behind than he'd really like. I mean, that was good play there. I mean, he didn't have a shot at really taking the natural or the third base there, and he really did sink into DinOt's weakest point. I mean, he's forced DinOt to make a lot of sunkens at both bases, and that's going to put his economy behind for a little while. Meanwhile, JF is looking to take the double gas, and that's exactly what he wants to do. And if he can get that double gas up running smoothly, he's going to be pumping high-tech units, and they're going to be able to just steamroll whatever comes out. And he's already starting to build Dragoons, so he's going to be trying to break this, or at least pressure very, very soon.
Yeah, and it's going to be about whether DinOt knows that double gas is up and what he can do in reaction. I mean, right now is a small window of opportunity while he has lurkers and JF doesn't have mobile detection for him to take it out. But I don't know if he knows about it. And still 1 Zealot alive inside of the base. Going to take out another drone, I think, before it dies. He's going to take out 2 drones, maybe even 3. Yeah, finally, 2 drones. But anyway, you're right. JF
he had
taking
7 kills.
Yeah, 7 kills. That's incredible.
7 kills, Zealot.
Yeah.
He's earned his way to what they call heaven in Protoss language. Let's just say Valhalla, because Valhalla's...
Yeah, exactly.
Valhalla.
That's right, we both guessed at the same time, wow. Yeah, but Spire going up, and, you know, interesting. I wonder what the Spire's for. It could be for Scourge, or it could be actually for Mutalisk switch at some point in this game. DinOt certainly was brilliant with that at Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, I mean, he's either going for the Scourge to snipe those observers, or he could be going what he did in Wuthering and try to claw some ground back by building those Mutalisks and catching JF completely off guard. I mean, JF has 0 cannons. Oh, he's building 1 cannon in his natural, which isn't enough to defend from Mutalisk effectively. So if he makes the Muta switch, it may just work in his favor, but I have a feeling he'll just be using it for Scourge, just try to snipe those observers.
And now he's discovered that new base coming up. This is what I meant. He's got that window opportunity. He's taking it, getting 3 lurkers down there. JF does have an observer out though, so this window might be a little bit short. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get that Nexus down. Nexus has way too many hit points left. And there comes the Zealots coming to clean it up. Zealots are just going to go in and clean up those lurkers. So unfortunately for DinOt, he discovered that new base, the double gas, a little bit late. That's going to cost him a lot though, because JF now on par with bases. In fact, ahead in gas if he wants to be once he takes those two simulators.
And gas is so important in this matchup. I mean, both sides want to crank as many gas tech units, or high tech units, which require lots of gas, as much as they possibly can. And because JF has the gas advantage, he's got a huge economic advantage here. I mean, DinOt really needs to take the main of 6, the main of the bottom left expansion, or even the double gas to really catch up right here.
DinOt's building mutas. Going for it again.
This is rather surprising, really. I mean, he's pretty much putting all his chips in on Mutalisks here. I mean, he's relying on the fact that JF hasn't got any Mutalisk protection up, and he'll be able to get a decent number of probe kills with his Mutalisks. I mean, if he doesn't, that's game right there. Otherwise, JF is just going to break through.
Yeah, and JF has the front door here. I don't know if there's enough on the ground to defend against this. JF's going to go in. The Mutalisks are going to have to go in and help out here, but no, it looks like JF realizes too many sunken colonies, and that's not going to work out. So JF's going to have to reinforce that. Meanwhile, this leaves DinOt with a chance to get some probe kills. JF has spotted the Mutalisks, though, because he's putting cannons up as natural, but he's still got none inside of his main base. If DinOt can discover that fact, he can kill pretty much everything there. All the probes would be vulnerable. Only 6 mutas out though, so it's not that big of an investment. And instead, he's going to go for this new base that's going up here. Cannons trying to go up. I don't think they're going to go up in time, so JF is going to be forced to pull probes here away from that area, and or else lose them. And meanwhile, DinOt, yeah, this is a very smart move for him. Looks like the gamble paid off for him with these mutas.
If he can get this base down, I mean, he's right back in this game. I mean, he really needs to stop it, because if that thing gets online unchallenged, that's it.
Oh, look at that muta, by the way. The muta's flying around trying to draw the Dragoons away with their AI, but it gets killed off.
Nice play.
Yeah, nice play
and
there,
the Nexus goes down. Well done.
Nexus,
well done.
Nexus,
the Nexus goes down.
Nexus goes down. Nexus!
Yeah. Well done, well done, well done. Excellent play there by DinOt. I mean, he's right back in this. He needs to get some more bases up.
Yeah, he needs to get that natural, the main at the bottom. He's going to do that right now. Yeah, definitely. He's in a prime position now to take the lead. JF still has a larger army, of course, but DinOt has a lot of defenses wherever he needs them. He's got, sunken lurker, and he's got a couple of mutas to scout for him and maybe pick off some high Templars. So as long as he can hold his expansions, he's going to be in great position here. JF trying to put up that new Nexus again at the left side, and we are seeing Hive Tech this time. I was just going to say, where's the Hive Tech? And we are seeing Hive Tech, so this could play out really well for him because he's got the Hive Tech in time this time.
Yeah, I mean, he really needs to get that Hive Tech up. I mean, that's trademark of Longinus. You get to have huge Ultraling armies versus huge Archon Reaver armies. And here we go. We're going to see JF try to break this, and I don't think it's going to be able to do much damage because of those lurkers, and they're just eating those Zealots alive, and I don't understand why JF is still pushing this attack. The Observer is down, and there's not much he can do about it. Here comes the second Observer, and I believe he's still going to be able to get it. Yes, poor Observer Micro is down. There's nothing he can do. He can't push that any harder, and he's got to go home. And the Link's coming around to surround.
Oh, wow.
And, wow.
Dino, where is this kid coming from?
The clever thing about JF is done. He's got pylons. He's got pylons at the double gas, and so he's not allowing DinOt to take either of those without, investing some units there.
True.
While he's pushing. And, those lurkers, what is JF doing? Get back! Get back! Oh.
Yeah, JF lost his entire force there. Just taking out a couple of Sunkens, that's all he managed to do.
Yeah.
And, he's in pretty big trouble at this point.
If he had just taken down the Sunkens, moved back, and not tried to press the attack any harder, he probably would have come out slightly ahead. But as it stands, I mean, JF has his third base online with a double gas. I mean, DinOt will probably come back and harass that. DinOt has 6 online, and DinOt is trying to take the bottom right double gas, but there's a pylon there, and here comes a Dragoon to shut it down, so kind of fruitless, really.
Yeah, that is annoying, but smart. But +3 upgrade for for Jianfei and only 1-1 for DinOt. So I do think Jianfei's macro overall is superior to DinOt, because right now we're seeing the unit count, DinOt at 76, Jianfei still at 130, so almost double despite losing armies over and over again. And now a Zealot drop at the bottom. That's kind of clever, just dropping 4 Zealots. I think they're going to be able to take down the hatchery, but 3 Lurkers coming in. I think they're still going to be able to take down the hatchery, though. Barely, maybe. Yeah, it's going to go down. And now an attack coming from the natural once again. Yeah.
I mean, with that Spore up, you can't really be too aggressive against Zerg, which is really, really annoying as Protoss, as any Protoss player will tell you. But the fact that he's managed to get rid of 6 o'clock, that puts JF in a very, very good position to take this game.
Yeah, I mean, we keep saying it's going back and forth, but, JF's macro is just very, very strong. And, he's got good pro-op saturation. He's got a better economy still than DinOt, despite losing that left side base. DinOt now with a combination of Scourge and Defilers now, and Research and Consume. So we are going to see this late-game tech here, and, it could make the difference. I mean, Crackling's Understorm are so powerful against Protoss, especially if he combines that with an attack or a drop on the left side. But right now what DinOt needs to worry about also is just getting his economy up and getting his production out. I think he could do with a couple more hatcheries also, just to really go for that late game Zergling combination.
And here we go. We see JF going to try dropping the main once again, and that's a good play. Although those Scourges might just be able to get it in. No, no, that shuttle is not going down. It'll take 1 hit, but it'll still be alive. An Archon and 2 Zealots are going in, and they're going straight for the pull. Will they kill it in time? And
oh man!
No, they don't. 38 HP. Oh, so close, so close. I mean, JF is now taking his mineral only, so he's going to be going up 4 bases against DinOt's. Oh, just going to be able to get his 4th base online too. So I mean, JF is in a really, really good position. I really like his position right now.
Yeah, I mean, this game has been a little bit
JF is building carriers.
Oh my goodness!
JF is building carriers.
Oh my god.
This is crazy.
He's getting +1 attack, air upgrade. Oh god. I've seen this on this map. It's not a terrible map for carriers, like Protoss versus Terran.
Alex used this actually against some Chinese guy. I can't remember his name. I just remember Legend using this, and he used it to quite great efficiency. He had number of dark Archons. Yes, I love dark Archons. He had lots of storm. He had lots of disruption. Carriers are awesome.
And the epic factor of this matchup has just gone up. Just doubled right now. Carriers PvZ, love it. Reminds me of Stork versus GG play, the last big game we saw where carriers were used against Zerg, and that ended up being epic. So, yeah, I mean, like I was saying, though, carriers are not bad on this map against Terran, and some of the same logic applies, because on top of every natural expansion, there's that ledge, which allows you to harass, makes the Hydralisks very inefficient, and we'll see what DinOt replies with, whether he goes Devours or he goes Dark Swarm with Hydralisks. Both are viable options for Zerg to deal with carriers.
And JF is once again in the 6 o'clock main with another drop. I mean, this time the drop isn't going to probably kill that hatchery, I don't think. But JF is looking to pressure that bottom right. Oh, and there's a counter drop by DinOt at the 9 o'clock, and that's going to be able to get a lot of damage done because of that Dark Swarm. Although, yeah, the storming is very, very good by JF, but he doesn't have enough to take out the last few Zerglings, and that's going to be able to take out the Nexus, and that's really, really good play from DinOt right there. I mean, that's really saved his bacon.
Yeah. Yeah, wow, just 2 Zerglings, I believe, taking out that Nexus, and they're going to get all the buildings, too. Crazy. Meanwhile, though, looks like JF committing to try to kill the 6 o'clock. Not going to work, though, I think, with the 3 Lurkers pounding away, and now the first Ultras coming out. So JF is going to need to rely on these carriers he's got coming out, and the surprise factor, because obviously that's probably the last thing that DinOt's going to anticipate at this point for JF to do. He can go Devours to deal with it, or he can go Darkstorm Hydras. Those are 2 viable options, like I said. Devours a little bit better, I think, but, he could just end up going all in and just try and take JF out in the frontal attack. So many options, but certainly carriers, wow, could be interesting, whatever happens.
I disagree. I really think that Defiler Hydra is the much better option from this position. I mean, he doesn't have any Spire Tech. He needs to rebuild an entire fleet of Mutalisks and whatnot.
Yeah, that is true.
He's already got the Defiler Tech. I mean, Defilers also have Plague. I mean, you're going to want Defilers anyway. And Hydra Defiler is pretty good against carrier if you know what you're doing, because Dark Swarm can be a real pain to deal with as carriers, because they do actually have a ranged attack. But meanwhile, JF is actually back down to 2 bases, because he's only got, well, actually 1.5 bases, because that base is because the 9 o'clock base is still rebuilding, and so he's running out of time for those carriers to be able to score him some brownie points. Really.
Yeah, getting, I believe that's +2 possibly for his air attack. And Jianfei still has map control. He's getting maxed out though. I mean, he is maxed at this point. But Zerg is coming not far behind at 154 right now. Not a bad position for Zerg to
and
be
there's a
more
drop.
Base. Oh yeah, drop.
There's
yeah,
a drop at the natural expansion, and that's managed to take out the Nexus. Although that's not too important at this stage, he has still managed to pull JF back, and DinOt is clawing his way back into this, even though he's got a lot of ground to make up.
Yeah, I mean, DinOt's been great with these crackling crackling defiler.
And he sees the carrier tick.
Yeah, he's gonna see the carriers.
Oh. And the carriers are already on their way to harass 3. Harass the third base of DinOt. And he doesn't have any kind of anti-air there, bar 4 Scourges, which is just enough to take down one carrier.
I mean, right now, one thing he could do, if he's really fast, is get a lot of Scourge and try to Scourge it, but because there's no Corsairs around to defend the carriers. Normally when we see carriers, you see Corsairs to defend against Scourge, so that is a possibility, but it looks like Hydras are being morphed there. You know, JF has surprised DinOt entirely, and he's going to be able to take out some of these hatcheries. Most likely the entire bottom will go down, though. DinOt just desperately trying to get some units, something that shoots up, anything that shoots up. Getting Hydralisk in his main base. Looks like he's not going to go for the Scourge option, like I said. He could, you know, theoretically get a ton of Scourge and just clone them and take them out because there's no Corsairs. But anyway, looks like JF is actually going to take out the bottom left 2 bases, and that's going to put him ahead economically. And this surprise move seems to be working out so far.
I mean, all DinOt's really got now is some kind of crazy counter at that mineral only and that 9 o'clock base. If he can take both of those out, he's still got a fighting chance, seeing as he's still got minerals at both of his main and his natural. But that said, he's got so much ground to make up, and JF has had a commanding lead for quite some time now. And it's only just now, with those carriers finally out, that it's really being put into practice. I mean, here we go. Brilliant storming by JF. Brilliant storming. And those Archons. And the swarm is late. The swarm is way too late for it to be really effective. And he's going to lose all his army, and I think DinOt is going to be down in this game, and he's not going to have really much of a chance in hell against these carriers.
No, he's not, and yeah, definitely the swarm was late there. I think he might have just panicked a little bit when he saw the carriers and just, you know, just decided I'm going to have to do some damage immediately. I think it was a premature attack, though, definitely. And now his entire army is down. He's down to, well, he's still at 114 food count, but a lot of it's drones. And he's got some Scourge and Hydras as natural, but no expansions, and that's going to be pretty much it for him because he's got no bases left.
Yeah, I completely agree there. I mean, once those carriers came out, it's a surprise. That's it. You know, if you don't see those carriers coming and you're not prepared for it, then you can't do it. I mean, JF is doing a really good job of sniping those defilers and keeping the defiler count low, and that's exactly what you need to be doing when you've got carriers. You don't want to get them plagued, you don't want to get epic giant swarms off which will stop them.
Yeah.
Oh. JF has done a really good job this game, and he should win this game, and he should go on to game 6 and see if he can fight for his life and fight for his
Oh man, those Scourge are not being microed at all. There was something like a dozen Scourge. They take out finally one carrier, not enough, obviously. And yeah, there's not enough gas in the bank to do anything about it. We've not even seen one Dark Swarmed Hydralisk yet, unfortunately. Just hasn't had the time and the sort of focus to get it all done. Defiler trying to come out. I think JF is not going to let it live if he's paying attention. Nope, it goes down. So that's going to be much it. Carriers are in the main, taking out all the tech. We've been seeing a convoy of something like 30 drones distance mining across the entire map. That's 128 hexes, or whatever it is. 128 by 128 distance mining.
Yeah. Once this last little attack fails here over at the just outside JF's natural, I mean that's it.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
DinOt doesn't have much of a chance in this game. I mean, with 1 Ultra and 3 Hydralisks against 4 Archons, and there we go, there's the GG, and well done to JF. That was a brilliantly played game. I mean, he really uses the economic advantage really well. Yeah, I mean, it's great when you can catch Zerg off guard with carriers every now and then. I mean, carriers are always the icing on the cake in any matchup, really.
Yeah, definitely. So this matchup certainly, you know, JF's showing he's still in it and kicking, despite losing the left side a couple of times and losing a couple of Nexuses. He didn't care. He had the money saved up for carriers, and it was good enough.
DinOt played really well stopping that third base with the double gas for as long as he did. But ultimately, because he couldn't get his own fourth gas up, I mean, he couldn't really capitalize on that. I mean, well, he played really, really well, and I was really impressed with his play. But it just wasn't enough, and I mean, maybe we could put that down to the imbalance on Longinus, or what, but still, no, it can't take anything away from JF. That was a very impressive game.
Yeah, definitely. And now we're seeing Game 6. This is what I was anticipating the most, but you know, we could be seeing a standard build from his, what's his name? Sorry, DinOt. But we could be seeing, like I said, some kind of cheese build, because he did choose this map, and there's got to be a good reason why he chose it. But yeah, let's get rolling on this.
I completely agree there. The thing I'm interested in seeing on this map is how DinOt reacts to it. I mean, okay, he's just lost another game, and if he loses another one, he's going to have to play on Rider Valkyries, and neither of these players want to play on Rider Valkyries. They don't like it, because it's an old map. I love it, we all love it, but they hate it. It's the problem with being a newer player on the server.
I don't love it, to be honest.
Oh, heathen! What's DinOt going to do here? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to try probably a lurker break. I mean, if he gets, what is it? I think it's anti-clockwise positions, then he's got the temple on the right side to attack. And that always works in favor of the Zerg. And I mean, we've seen that with, say, earlier as Saint versus, Mutt, I think? Well, no, I can't remember. It was in the Pro League. But Saint was able to take out the temple with a nice timed lurker Hydralisk push, and that could be something that DinOt looks to be investing in this game, I guess.
Yeah, it's possible.